Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavours for the 5th of February. As always, there'll be timestamps in the description if you want to fast forward to one of these specific ones. I'm not going to do this one because I think this one's so much better. Before I start though, I need to point out, am I reading this correctly? There is a maintenance today in about an hour from 12 PM my time to 12 AM my time. Yeah, 12 hours of a maintenance for NA and EU. Holy fucking shit. So, yeah, not good. They're half the day gone, so, yeah. I'm still going to do a daily, because, you know, you will, I suppose, still have half the day to do it. But yeah, that's fucking brutal. Alright, so, skeletons, refining raw materials, enchanting 2 pieces of equipment, a Mundus Stone Boon, and a quest for Bruma. I did say I would just avoid this one, because Quest for Bruma is this thing here, and as you can see, it's under attack right now. I don't know why the fuck Old Mary owns all this shit, but the biggest issue is if you're not, firstly, if you're not Daggerfall or Ebonheart, you can't even travel here. If you're Old Mary Dominion, you can't travel, so it's kind of weird. But it constantly changes sides, and you're not ever going to be able to know for sure. Oh my fucking King's Crest is blue, but the resources of this fucking weird campaign. Yeah, you can't rely on just being able to travel here. The quests themselves are relatively easy, but it's like getting to this place is the fucking annoying bit. Sometimes you just won't be able to. So for reliability's sake, I think these ones are just so much better. Okay, so Mundus Stone Boon. Easiest or quickest one to get to is in Allocated Desert if you own this way shrine. It's the Aswala Stables. You've got the Ritual Stone, literally just down the jump there. So that's usually the one I use if I don't have access to a GuildHall, but I use GuildHalls. Now, if you want to get a Thief Mundus back, because I suspect this is the one everybody uses the most, this is usually the one I use. It's a little bit south of Windhelm. There's a way shrine right here. I find this one's a little bit easier to get to than the other 2 Thief Mundus Stones. But that is all trumped by using a GuildHall. So before you had to join a guild, but you don't really need to anymore because of home tours. So I will list in the description on PC anyway. I'm sorry, console users. Maybe if someone on console knows some good homes, some good guild halls. But I'll list one for NA and EU on PC at least. So my one on EU is at Varlav. He's got a Princely's Dawnlight Palace called Rawr Guildhall. This one is available to everyone, I believe. So if you want to find this one easily, you just go at Varlav here. You just click. Huh. Interesting. Or browse homes, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, you find this one here. Now, that's not the only one. There's lots of them. It's just there's no tag to find a guild hall. Like, there's no tag that actually states it's like a crafting hall. It's just like random shit that doesn't amount to anything. But like, if you go through, look at these boats. Some of these do say like sort of like crafting home. Yeah, crafting home. There you go. So you can find stuff like that and have a look at them. If not, just go through, see if you can find one and favorite it, or just, yeah, use this one here. And I'll show the NA one as well. The reason you go to these is if you travel to these, most of these guild halls will have a set of Mundus Stones. And so all you need to do to both, because the biggest issue with using a Mundus Stone Boon for endeavors is you'll get like, you need to get one that you're not currently using, and the one you're currently using is kind of the one you want to use, right? So you go to a Mundus Stone and you change it. So this one's right here for Valar's house. The Achinarch we got here, but you want to go back and get another bone because now you've got the ritual. I don't want the ritual, I want the thief. So all you do now is at the Guildhall, you just go to the thief and get that one instead. So it just saves you the extra time of just running to find another one. And that's not always great. All right, let's move on. Alright, next up we got skeletons. There's lots of places you can get tons of skeletons from. My preferred place is Vanished Souls 1, because if you go into this dungeon, it's instant. Nobody else can get in here if you're not in a group with them. So these skeletons, there's 5 right here. You can easily get to them. And it takes like 5 seconds, getting to a way shrine, getting to Vanished Souls, and getting in here. They're a little bit tougher than the ones on the Overland, but yeah, it's normal. It's not It's not crazy. Now, other places I would suggest, you've got... there is a crypt here in Stonefalls that has skeletons in it. It's easy to get to because you unlock the Sway Shrine by default. A couple of other options you've got is Forgotten Crypts in Deshan. This is full of skeletons. You've also got in Bleak Rock Isle, you've got skeletons all over the place here. There's tons of places you can find them, you know, but like these are the places I usually use, like sort of easiest to reach when you've got nothing. Just thinking of some other ones. Yeah, look, I'd say those are the only ones you really want to look at, because you know, regardless of where you are, they're sort of easy to get to. Kanathi's Roost, I believe Temple of the Morning Springs also has a bunch of skeletons in there. I think if you do the quest, they go away. Maybe. I'm not too sure. You can find skeletons there. You know, you can find skeletons all over the place. I could go into fucking so many places on where skeletons are, but personally, I think the only thing you will ever need is Banished Cells. The only annoying thing is it's on the right at the top of Oridon. You can also get them in Dolmens, you know, all sorts of places. You can do cult, like the main quests and stuff, get them there. But yeah, I just, whenever I need this one, I go to Banished Cells one. So yeah, lots of options, but it would take me, the maintenance would rock up by the time I explain all the places. Well, so don't want to go crazy on that. Yeah, just use Banished Cells, I think. Refining raw materials. I use rough wood for this sort of thing. Any sort of rough wood doesn't really matter. These are all going to be much cheaper than any of the other options. So if you look at rough ruby ash, it's about 9 gold a piece on EU. Look at rubidite, it's about 23, so about 3 times as expensive. You go raw ancestor silk, raw jute's a lot less expensive, but ancestor silk 65, 62. So these are 5 times, 6 times more expensive. Platinum ounce, which is just ridiculous. It's like, yeah, 10 times more expensive than wood. So yeah, my advice, just use wood. You can use like pulverized stuff and like cassiterite sand and shit like that, but just use rough wood, man. Like it's the cheapest, it's the most widely available one of all the main resources, and of all the cheap resources, to be honest. So in order to get raw materials, you can either use surveys. So if you do woodworking surveys, you can get like anywhere between, I think it's 20 per thing at 60, so 6 times, so 120 more or more, depending on how much, depending if you've got the Plentiful Harvest passive. This can increase it by double. So yeah, you can get tons of raw materials from a single woodworking survey. So this alone would get me enough to refine raw materials for today. If you've done the weekly already, you might be strapped on raw materials at this point. It might kind of be annoying. In that case, probably just do the enchant 2 pieces of equipment, which is also relatively cheap. I'd say this one is a lot cheaper than this one if you don't have any raw materials yet. But yeah, you just go to guild stores usually. Just go materials, woodworking, raw material, and just have a look. There's none here, but you know, you've got many guild stores out there you can check, and you just need 80. So it's 8 times. Each time you use 10 of the resource to be able to do it. So yeah, just 80 rough wood. That's all you need. Okay, last up, we've got enchant 2 pieces of equipment. So firstly, you'll need a piece of equipment to enchant. So my advice here is go upstairs, wait for Cyrodiil to be turned around, just grab an Inferno Staff, jump back down, come to the Enchanter here, Glamoran, and just buy some, you can just use Monumental Glyphs. So you just need 2 different ones, so a Frost and a Flame Glyph. So the reason you need 2, I'll just buy another one just to show you. So if I use a Flame Glyph, if I try and enchant, I can't put the Flame Glyph on again, I have to use something else. So that's why you don't want 2 of the same thing. Just get 1 Glyph of Flame, 1 Glyph of Frost or whatever, and just put them on. The glyphs are slightly expensive. I mean, they cost a little bit. It'll be about 500 gold, but 500 gold for 15 seals in a very short amount of time is really good, I think. Now, obviously you can just craft your own stuff. The good thing about this is you don't need high enchanting in order to enchant something like this. I don't think I've got anything on me. No, I'd like... just go create some weapon glyphs, and even if it's level 1, even if the weapon glyphs are level 1, you can still put it on a monumental... sorry, on a Nightwood Inferno Staff. So just do that, and then just sell the Inferno Staff, or, you know, deconstruct it, fence it, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just as long as you've got something to enchant. You could also just grab like a quest item, lock it, put it in your inventory, and whenever this one comes up, you can just enchant it. Or you can just get an item that you've gotten from a quest recently and just enchant that. You know, there's lots of options out there. But either buy the enchants the quick way, or, you know, the also slightly quick way, but you need resources for it. Just create 2 glyphs. So you just need one of the aspect runes. In this case, I would use Jota, because as you can see, Tar is 4 times as expensive, and Donata as well. These 2 are usually the ones you use for endeavors. And then you need a green rune. So Okori, Deteri, basically anything like Fire, Dekeeper, Frost, Dekeeper, Rakeeper. There's a website I'll link if you want to know which things go with what. But yeah, you can just make any of this stuff. It just has to be level 1, and then you need a Jorah or a Jode. Jode or Jorah. And those you can get from an enchanter. You just go down here, so you can see Jode and Jorah here. So you can just buy these whenever you want. So as long as you've got a green rune and a sort of orange circle rune, you can get these ones and just do it easy. So yeah, just do it that way. But yeah, I prefer just buying the glyphs, because it's, you know, 500 gold for 15 seals I think is a good deal. Okay, if you got any other questions about anything, just put them in the comments. I'll help you out. But as always, that's Daily's concluded. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I'll see you in like 12 hours. Fucking hell, that's ridiculous. Alright, see you everyone.